Oh my gosh. Hi everyone, welcome back. So this parcel from Amiami just came, and as you can see, he's really huge. So let's open this up and see what I got. This parcel from Amiami was shipped via surface shipping for 3,500 yen, which is about 23 US dollars. I wasn't in a rush to get this, so it took about 64 days to reach me after I paid for shipping. For the first item inside this parcel, I got a Haikyuu Nishinoya Jumbo Acrylic stand, which I managed to snag on pre-order for about 20 US dollars. Here is the Nishinoya acrylic stand which I picked up, and it's pretty big. Let's put this together. Look at how big Noya is. He's about the size of my hand. Let's put this on. There's not many scale figures of Nishinoya, so I kinda have to settle for an acrylic stand. And here's the acrylic stand of Nishinoya. If you take a closer look at the art style, it's quite unique. It's like a manga art style with a little bit of an artistic twist. Finally, I have a representation for Nishinoya. Seriously, when will figure companies start making figures of the Haikyuu boys? And not just of the main characters, we need some of the side characters who are popular as well, like Noya. Next, I got the Tenitol figure of Hatsune Miku Yumekawa Princess version by Furyu, and I could not resist it for about 6,000 yen, which is about 40 US dollars. Her box has a geometrical window panel which looks really presentable, and it is in white color with pink stripes at the edges. Very clean looking. Opening up the box, let's take a look at what's inside. Inside, the box is very pink. There is also only one blister package for Miku and the accessories. Miku comes with a simple white base, her vibrant color twin tails, a pair of little cutesy angel wings, and last but not least, a very vibrant Miku herself. Here are all the components of this figure. Let's put this together. And for assembly, we start off with the base, which is a simple white plastic disc. Miku has a giant plastic peg on her leg, and that fits into the largest hole on the base. So let's put this on. And she slides in real easily. Okay, let's assemble her twin tails next. I've seen on MFC that people had trouble getting this in, so hopefully mine is okay. Okay, it is a little bit tight. For price figure, they could have attached these twin tails for us. But I suppose they wanted to reduce the risk of damage during delivery. I think that is the max I can go. Let's try the other one. This is the max which I think I can push her twin tails in. It looks like there's a little bit of gap, but I think I'll just live with it. From the front, the gap over here isn't too obvious, and there's some frills which are kind of blocking it. However, for the other side, you can somewhat see the gap. But I'm not gonna push this any further. I'll just live with this. Next up, we have a pair of cutesy angel wings. And this should go... Oh, sorry. They're supposed to go into her base. So let's attach this. That goes in quite easily as well. And lastly, there's a support rod, which I can imagine a lot of people are angry about. But to be honest, it doesn't really bother me that much. And seeing how she's leaning towards one side, I can imagine why they need this. There's a hole on the base for the support rod, so I suppose we'll have to use it anyway. Let's put this on. And now I'm starting to think that I should put this on before I put Miku on. Maybe I'll need to take her out first. Oops. Okay. put on the support rod first before you put Miku on. And her knee rests very snugly onto that support rod. With this, I have the Tenitol Hatsune Miku Yumekawa Princess version by Furyu, fully assembled. Miku is a non-scale figure, but is 22 cm high, which I think is about 1/7 scale. She does look pretty big to me, and I love this size. And wow, her vibrant colors are just aesthetic. If you have not seen my MFC profile yet, I have a thing for baby blue and baby pink colors, and she has both of it. Her bubblegum colors just makes her look so delicious, and that's really why I bought her. Although she's supposed to be an affordable figure, her face and expression is so amazingly done, probably better than some scale figures. Her eye decals are really beautiful in my favorite colors, and her expression is so adorable. Moving down to the dress, it's so frilly and there's so many cute little details on it, from hearts to ribbons. And I especially love the cutesy angel wings behind. However, I don't really know what to feel about the translucent sleeves. I think it might be better as white instead. There's also a lack of shading on her dress, but considering the vibrant colors, I think it makes up for it. Lastly, for her base, I like that they spruced up this simple white disc with very cutesy angel wings. And the best part is how space efficient it is. It's so compact and only airspace is taken up by her hair. All in all, I highly recommend this figure, especially if you can get her at her original price, or even less. Now back to the amiami parcel. I also picked up the Puppela finger plush for Kaiju number 8. This box has 9 blind packs for the different KJ8 characters, which of course includes Hoshina. I pretty much bought this so I could guarantee myself getting a Hoshina. I'm sure you'll do the same if you saw his aftermarket price. Anyway, here are the 9 blind packs, and I'm gonna open up till I get Hoshina. Probably will sell or give away the rest. For my first pull, I got Aoi Kaguragi. Sobs, it's not Hoshina. For the second pack, let's see who I get. And I got... oh my gosh, I got Hoshina. 2 tries is all it took, and he's so cute. This is a finger puppet, so you can put him on your finger to play with. So adorable. For the rest, well, I'm done with them. Okay, now the last item in my parcel. I picked up the 1/6 scale figure of Camilla from the Dark Elf Villager series by Vertex. I got the limited edition version, so she is 31,900 yen, which is about 210 USD. Her box has only one window panel on the front, with pictures of the figure on the other sides. It feels very thin, so may be prone to shipping damage if there isn't sufficient protection. Now, let's open her up and see what we got. Inside, the box is a dark green or teal color with floral heart patterns. Here are her instructions, which we are definitely going to need. There are 2 blister packages for this figure. Inside, we have the first part of her base, which has a metallic-like rim. This is the second part of the base, which is a marble-like disc. It has a combination of metal and plastic packs. Wish it was all metal packs though. Next, I got the bonus faceplate, which comes with the limited edition version. It also comes with a wall scroll, which features the illustration of this figure. She looks really gorgeous. And the fabric feels really nice as well. However, there is a string and I don't know how to attach this. Oh wells. Next, there is an alternative neck wrap, which you can swap out with the flowy scarf she's wearing. Here is her very eye-catching shuriken weapon, which pretty much attracted me to this figure. And last but not least, we have the scale figure of Camilla herself. Here are all the components of this figure. Let's assemble her. For assembly, here is her base, which comes in two parts. This base is from the deluxe version, which looks a little bit more premium. For the bottom piece, there's a piece of styrofoam which you gotta remove first. And you can then set the marble piece within it. And here is how it looks. Now let's take the figure out. Here she is, and wow, her hair is really nice. That caught me by surprise. There's so much plastic protection around her, so gotta remove everything. This figure is actually a cast-off figure, and one thing I really hate about cast-off figures is the need to take them apart to remove plastic protection. I usually don't display them cast off, so having to remove all the plastic protection is quite tedious and sometimes very nerve-wracking. Yep, I think the rest of the pieces requires her to be taken apart. According to the instructions, her arm should be removable. There we go. And once her arms are off, you can then properly take her ponytail off. Maybe I'll try removing her head first. Oh. Since I have her head out, I might as well swap out the faceplate. So according to the instructions, her front hairpiece can be taken out like an android, so you can change the faceplate. Okay, after much struggle, I managed to take her hairpiece out. And this joint is so tight into her head scalp, so it's like very difficult to remove. Thankfully, her hair is made of PVC, so they didn't break that easily. Anyway, here is the default faceplate, and I'll be swapping it out with this bonus faceplate version, which appears to have a shy expression. Comparing the regular faceplate and the bonus faceplate, there's a slight difference where the bonus faceplate has a more shy expression. However, I find both expressions quite similar, and to be honest, they could have gone a little bit more wow with the face for the bonus version. I mean, they've got some pretty wacky ones for the other elf girls, so this is pretty tame in my opinion. Although I'll be using the bonus faceplate, I also want to display her with the mask, so I'm gonna put this back on the same way we took it off. And this material is quite soft and can bend a little bit, so that makes it easier to attach the mask. And with that, I have the bonus faceplate with the mask on. Let's put this back on her head, where her ears would be going behind that little strand of hair. And I'll put this fringe back into the head. To be honest, this is so difficult to remove that I'll probably never swap out the faceplate ever again. But I must say, although there is an obvious seam line, it isn't too obvious because the fringe seems to be like the top layer above the hair, and it blends in really well. I still have many more plastic wrappings to remove. This here is her scarf, and there's an option to attach this neck wrap if you don't want to display the scarf. So as a cast-off figure, these are the parts that's protecting her. There's double-sided tape here, so I'm supposed to peel it off and use that to attach it on. That's a bummer. So I guess I won't be using this, but I'm still gonna need it to censor her, so I'm gonna get my washi tape. It's such a pity. She really looks so much better with the chest covers on. It's part of the design of the outfit. Oh wells. If I'm not wrong, her torso can also be taken apart so that you can cast off the bottom part of her. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna put all these pieces back because I prefer to display her with all these awesome details. Here is a close-up of her torso with the skirt. And there's this metal piece which looks really intricate and detailed. It goes in real easily, so that's a relief. There are also 2 more holes at the front, and the pegs at the front will go in here. And it holds the skirt in place. Very nice. Okay, I think that's all the plastic pieces we have, so I'm gonna put her back together. Wow, the sculpt on her back is gorgeous. Okay, before I put her head back on, I better remember to put this scarf back on. And let's put the head back on. Okay, I think I'll just set her on her base first. There are 2 holes on one of her feet, and this corresponds to 2 of the pegs on the base. According to the instructions, I'm supposed to put her heel into the peg first, followed by the smaller peg. And she goes in perfectly. Okay, before we put her hands back, we need to remember to put the pigtail back. Forgetting this would be devastating. Okay, that went in quite easily. Now let's attach her hand back, followed by her other hand. Now for the last part, her shuriken weapon. There's a peg on this shuriken, and it's supposed to go into her hand. To do that, this weapon can also be taken apart, so it can be attached easily. Here is the hand that's supposed to hold the shuriken. Here is her shuriken assembled, and I hope this will do. With that, we have the 1/6 scale figure of Camilla from the Dark Elf Village by Vertex, fully assembled. She is so gorgeous, and I have a thing for assessing class characters. Zooming into her head, the first thing that caught my eye was her very beautiful hair. Her hair caught me by surprise because in real life, there's so much colors in it, and each individual lock of hair is so carefully and intricately sculpted. Her face is also as per the promo pictures, with the eye decals very beautifully done. Moving down the figure, her outfit is just wow. Unfortunately, I need to cover her up for safety reasons. Disregarding the issues I had with the cloth covering her chest, the rest of her armor looks so elaborately designed. She's also very thick at the right places, and that's just very hot. And for people with armpit fetish, well, she's got it all. Moving down the figure, her shoes are also very elaborately designed. There's a kunai in her shoe, and that's such a lovely detail. Although I got the bonus base, unfortunately, I find it a wee bit too big. She only requires this amount of space, yet the base is like more than that. All in all, I'm really happy to have her in my collection and highly recommend this figure by Vertex. Now I'm curious how the other elf villagers look like, but there's way too many for me to collect them all. And that's all I got from my September haul. And I'm really happy that everything arrived in perfect condition. I believe this is my first Vertex and Tenitol figures unboxing, and they've definitely made a good impression on me. I'll definitely be keeping a lookout for new figures from them. Anyway, thank you for watching till the end. If you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like and comment, and do subscribe with the bell to stay tuned to more videos like this. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye bye!